That's good. Okay, you are alive. See, you are live. What do you mean by that?
That we're breathing and moving and the blood is flowing.
Hmm. Okay. But who is behind all that?
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. Very good. Yeah. It keep on renewing, renewing. Even you want or you don't want, it's renewing each moment. That's why someone said you never meet the same person again, because you yourself is renewal, renew each second. Um in the body is not moving, but when you see in the cellular also moving, so renewing, and you are alive, but the people use the knowledge as the memory, and for survival they had to store that memory. This is good, this is bad, this is bad for me, this is good for me,
Yeah.
this is right, wrong. So they live in the circle of the past memory, and past actually project, reflect as the future, but it is still the past. It reflect and project the future, but it's like, I give you a very, very strange fruit. How do you relate? Is good or bad? You analyze through your memory, through your
Yeah.
past. The same way the computer cannot vomit anything new unless it is
Input.
stored input. Okay. So that's what the gurus, the seers, seers, wise. Let's put the word the wise. They'd say that what you call the life, what you call the life is breathing connected to the memory. And memory means what? The past.
The past.
So you are missing the real life. You are missing the real life, which is not storable, which cannot be stored. Why it cannot be stored? Because it has no beginning and no end. It's not only mystery, but it is wild, alive. So normally, excuse me, normally we leave the outer layer of life. Outer layer of life means managing the fear of survival. Fear of survival project another fear, and we divide the real life, which is timelessness, into a comfortable zone called time. And time get divided into past, future, which is actually uh, has stored up. So plants, animals don't have that memory computer as human beings. Human beings apparently project themselves that they are better, their better house is better. That's in their own imagination. It may be better, but ask the cat which one is better. They like the bushes, bushes which is always there, no electric bill, and they go in that. But the man invented the ownership and all that, which is also a fake dream. Irrespective of all that, what happened is when it glued to the memory and the ego, which is false, they miss the real life. They miss the real life, and as animals find the crowd, man invented partner, man, woman, because they scratch each other back, which is which is true. But irrespective of that, love is gone because they themselves are insecure and they find another. So what happened is this so-called partnership has become business partnership. What is the status, whether in many countries or in even in India, how much your son is earning, how much figure, how much amount, because that is in their mind. So it's a business contractorship basically in a decorated way and produce offspring, children, and all that goes on. Very, very good as far as adjustment goes. But the wisdom is gone, the life is gone, covered up with the just adjusted uh, adjustment of the timetable. It's dinner time, it's lunch time, and after a while, the business contract get messed up because of the ego comparison constantly with the brain, with the mind. The more intelligent they are, one of the two, more quicker they kick each other because the region, unless you tie down to a religious belief system and start growing a special tail in your head, and then you are comfortable with each other. But life is too short. Too short means so precious that the quality of life is here now. Here now means in nowness. Nowness means uh, like if you want to look at the rose flower, it may not be 40 years, which can be a plastic flower, can last 40 years. The real, what the difference in the plastic and real? Real maybe 4 hour or 10 hour, but it has lived.
Mhm.
Lived means what? Your life. Lived means this is absolute, total flowering. Total flowering means it does not compare, or the other flower near me was better, or it was blue, it was green, or red. It total flowering. Total flowering means that's what enlightenment all about is, that the life is cannot be measured, cannot be compared. It does not matter whether 4 hour, 40 year, or because it's emerging from immortality for evergreen. From immortality means timelessness. While human being try to manage which is unmanageable. But the real joy of the eternal living eternity is like 5 year old. It does not compare. And that's always the mind is seeking no mind. Because the fear is not there. While the managed mind is born out of fear. Have you observed the plants or animals or cats, dogs, when they are having dinner? Do they have dinner time? They are totally celebrated in that. So, once you know the knower, the beingness, then you can still do all those things you were doing before. Then your contract, relationship, business never break. Why? It's based on fearlessness, timelessness, not based on egoistic living, comparing each other, how much I make, how much they make, all the time, anxiety and fear. So that's how we are talking of human in general. That's the root cause of constantly divorces, conflict, because of course, when they are not laughing and flying and feeling and bubbly, then naturally it becomes toxic. or managed fearful living. And the children born out of that, they are more intelligent, sensitive, they absorb that vibes. So it is the wisdom covered up by the clever mind and ego. So it is not the how long. Some traditional people, they they call me, oh, we married 40 years, 40 years, more bigger fool than ever before, because lived in different compartment, different managed. It's like three houses, two houses in one house. There is no perfume, there is no smell as the rose coming, or in the relationship in the very beginning. So, if you want to start a business, you start a business of renewing the marriage. Renewing means that they again become. There is a different flavor of friendship, caring. Absolutely. Yes, there is a different uh, flavor. Just like the foods have different flavors. But below and above, there is only one person you do not know, that is yourself. From person to the presence, presence is covered up by the name and form. It is good, you must be ecstatic. Ecstatic means pleasureful, joyful, funny, because life is too short, means that life is quality, not quantity. So the human mind try to dig new haircut, new tattoo, new this. These are all what you call distractions of the confused mind. And the purity, kindness is disappearing. They clever each other, and all multiplication of the fear. But remember, the whole world and the world you see, all in one word, wisdom inside forever. And that is the pure innocence within you, and which cannot be enlightenment, and all that of wisdom cannot be learned, because it already is is there. The light is always there, it gets covered and dusted, like cataract get covered and dusted, and then you cannot see. And you remove the cloud of the cataract, everything is already there. That's why Tao Te Ching or Lao Tzu, they say effortless. do nothing. It's so simple, so easy, so natural, so effortless. Why? Because it is all the wholeness, the timelessness cannot be destroyed, cannot be cut, cannot be put fire, cannot, no weapon can touch it. That's the what you already are, the reflection of that, representative of that. That's how the life is a gift. So don't waste that. Then that you return back to that 5-year old innocence, and that joy cannot be compared with the billion, billion, any object. You see,
Yeah.
no object can be compared to that. 5-year old is fully fulfilled with the fulfillment of the that wisdom which is not known through brain, through words, through languages. It's already alive, but then it gets covered up by the memories, memories, memory. And memories for material, material mean objective world. It has sense. You compare the model of cars, model of shoes, that all makes sense. But remember, the infinity, wholeness still remain intact. Only the modern culture is, of course, there are foolish people who learn the love and truth when the tragedy strikes. Tragedy strikes, so many, so many so-called death happening in the world, not only today, here now, whether it is in the form of weapons, Ukraine, or China, virus, blah, blah, all that is going on. That's the man made crookery. But at the same time, all the yugas, all the good time, bad time is here now in you, as you, of you. So life is here now. Only watch, observe the mind, ego, and its activities, how it originates and how it you get befooled by it, into it, and miss the real life. You prepare for the life, but live it only out of 80 years, maybe lived only 8 hours. While in other countries, they kick out the, not bucket, but kick out the visual bucket, the world, and they go to jungle and forest, and but that's still the mind follows that. So it's not you change the world. No, if you are to change, automatically it will change. When the real change happens from darkness to the light. What is the darkness? Darkness means limited vision. Limited vision means like a horse is put on work. They put the cable around the eyes. You drive.
Mm-hmm.
The same way, human beings, they put the religious
Blinders.
label.
It's called blinders.
Yeah, blind. Oh, blinder.
Blinders. Yeah.
Yeah, and they spend the life struggling all the time because even the the bulls they put special metallic thing in the toes, in the legs to work. That's human man has much more labels and blinders than the animals because it is same mind. So mind can be your best friend and it can be the worst enemy of all time. So enlightenment is all about wake up to observe, to see who the real life is, who am I. The wife can be paradise. There 1%, 2% enjoy, there's blessing. So this human life is so mystery. It can be lead you to hell or heaven. But irrespective of all, that boil down to you as real you. ME, master energy within you. See this ego, mind, unnecessary, all that evaporate when the bright light of heart opens up, then your life level is absolutely glorified all the time. It's not that a new horn is born in your head or new third eye is born. No, it's the same, but it is cosmic organization, like the Mother Nature does. A blade of grass cannot be compared to the big machines of Apollo and anything. What a mystery. That's why in the wholeness, allness is included. It may appear as new research, new model, new computer, new iPhone, new, all that is all a virtual drama, like the virtual drama of the movies. New movie, new movie, new movie. It's all the same. There's nothing new under the sun. I imagine that the real rest means natural intoxication for all the time. Then you don't need any external. You already are it. You don't need to achieve, rather pierce through the cloud. Pierce is already like the sun rises, means it pierced through the dark cloud. That's all. So, but clever mind can say, oh, it's so difficult to be enlightened. And the other one will say, oh, it's the easiest of all, because natural is natural. Organic cannot be difficult. Organic carrot, like to become a inorganic carrot, is very difficult. But it says, I don't need to become. I cannot. There's no becoming. Being already is. You see the difference?
Yeah.
It becomes very difficult if an organic carrot try to.
Yeah.
Yeah? How much what will you do? You'll change the shape? No. You cannot make inorganic to the organic. It already
It already
is.
is.
Only man mind give this chemical, give this, then the carrot will look big. Will look big, but nutrition is gone. That's how man's mind is so clever. Potatoes growing bigger look. Like you told me, I went to the Korean market, but the taste was not there. Only few people can see through that. Big peach, right?
Mhm.
What you have to say?
I'm just listening to you. Yeah, the big peach that has no flavor looks great, but
Look, yeah,
not real.
we are talking of the collective mind,
Yeah.
the human mind, what is going on, what's going on in the world.
So that maybe we're spending too much time becoming something, achieving something.
Selling, yeah, selling it, more profit, all that is.
But the people that are without that, that are just living a much more simple life, are much happier,
That's
less
what.
neurotic.
That's what uh, the great masters, Lao Tzu or Sri Gurudev, they only point out, simplify your life and it become ecstatic. Ecstatic person may look like a mad or a beggar, but it is ecstatic. It does not need to show any other one that you are suited, booted, saved. All that is just drama anyway. See, you have no idea that Guru Ramana went into silence is not that kind of silence where you do not speak. No, they are available to speak, but the monkey mind is settled down. How? Like the tortoise, when it goes into the ecstasy or sleep, it contracts the senses. And even the stone come and that they fly here, they travel miles away effortlessly. That's how the wisdom of the tortoise and other animals is so much. Even ants cannot be compared to your Apollo and blah blah. So the drunk person knows where the drunk, and the real drunk is the divinity. Divinity is the 5-year-old because the existence dancing through the little child. There is no separation of the innocence and godliness than that. So it's already proven fact. Proven fact means you don't need to do anything to bring hunger, to bring what was the day today, Friday. No, it's automatic. The breathing, like breathing. Do you do any effort, any machine? That is the God flowing already. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om.